This lesson will describe the philosophy of linking within TUFMAN. Specifically, we'll discuss what does linking data mean, why link data, and how do we link data in TUFMAN. But the important point to be noted in the context of this lesson is that the main data collection unit is the vessel trip. That is, each of the different types of data collection must be based on the vessel trip level to ensure that a useful comparison can be made of one type of data collected to another. So, what does linking mean? In order to make it possible to compare one type of fishery data to another, there needs to be a connection or link made between the two types of data. This slide shows a simplistic representation of the types of data collected and entered into the TUFMAN system. Each type of data is organized in TUFMAN at the vessel trip level. The most important links are those from the license to each of the data types collected and entered into TUFMAN. In order to compare log sheet data for a particular trip with the other types of data collected, there needs to be a link made to each of the other types of data, which are also organized within TUFMAN at the vessel trip level. Likewise, the linking of port sampling data need to be made to the other types of data. The same applies to observer data, fishing trip and port visit log data, and unloadings data. The overall links that are made between each database makes for a very complex diagram, although these links can be made in a very straightforward manner in TUFMAN, and this complexity is very much transparent to the user. So why link data? Linking facilitates the comparison of one type of data to another. For example, comparison of catches recorded on log sheets to unloaded catch or catch recorded by the port sampler. Linking enables us to cross-check vessel trip dates in the different types of data collected. TUFMAN produces reports that make it easy for the user to identify gaps and problems when comparing one type of data to another. In regard to how the links are made, the following provides an example. When entering the details from a log sheet trip, the user will have available a section of the screen that enables the linking to other types of fishery data. For example, the user can link the log sheet trip to a corresponding license based on the vessel and the period of the vessel trip of the log sheet falling in the period of that license. Likewise, the log sheet can be linked to an unloading based on the return to port date of the log sheet falling within a designated time period when an unloading was undertaken for that vessel. In this case, there may be several unloadings for this vessel within a designated period for the return date according to the log sheet, and the user has the option of entering the unloading that more appropriately matches the log sheet of the selection. Another way to link the different tuna fishery data types in TUFMAN is to use the post-data entry processing options to automatically link each type of data. This is probably the simplest way to link data. This is covered in detail under the lesson on post-data entry processing. That concludes this lesson on linking in TUFMAN.